New Orleans Morning News. I'm Jerry V on a Tuesday. Happy Veterans Day. Salute the veterans, those that have served, the military currently serving. We go to our Charter Communications hotline. Karen Myers, Vice Chairman of the Board for the nonprofit Grace After Fire, which is a nonprofit that helps the female vets get reacclimated again to the civilian society. Karen, good morning to you.
Good morning, Jerry.
Happy Veterans Day.
Happy Veterans Day to you.
Veterans Day still has a tremendous impact to this country, does it not? The respect that goes on border to border?
It does have a tremendous respect, and I think that it is a day when we remember the service that so many have provided to our country. I also think, or at least hope, it's a day where we recognize the role that the veterans play in their communities after they return, and a day when we begin to connect with people and perhaps expand relationships with talented veterans that we may not have connected with in some time.
Yeah, and one of the sad notes about Veterans Day, too, is that I think younger generations through school and all should be presented in all education, the history of the military, the history of the veterans, because as time goes by, Karen, we can forget about them. We forget about World War I and II, Korean War, even Vietnam War right now. We don't want that to be too far in the distant memory, do we?
We don't, because there are people whose memories of those wars are of great value to younger people today. The service that they have provided is something that we should honor, but it's also something that we need to respect and to learn from. It's also, I think, important to recognize the way in which the military has changed over the past decades and the contributions that younger people are making to their country today, and the fact that they are part of a history of service to their country that needs to be respected and encouraged.
Yeah, all the way to the Middle Eastern crisis and those that have served the Desert Storms, Desert Shield, all of those campaigns. Karen Myers is with us this morning, Vice Chairman of the Board for the nonprofit Grace After Fire. That's another outstanding thing that you're engaged in, too, Karen, because your nonprofit group is helping female veterans get reacclimated to their civilian society, and that in itself is very, very significant.
It is, and I think that when women veterans return from often very challenging environments and need to reconnect with their families and their communities, that they face many challenges. And one of the things that Grace tries to do is ensure that they're aware of the resources that are available to them, ensure that they are aware of the tremendous resources that they embody when they return to their communities and their families with a lot of experience in dealing with difficult situations, and help them build networks with other female veterans who are experiencing similar challenges, so that when they have the need to connect with someone, they can connect with someone who understands where they're coming from.
Well, I'm glad we have a Veterans Day. I'm glad it got started. It had its roots where? In Alabama?
That's what I understand, or at least the impetus to ensure that Veterans Day is expanded from just a day that honored World War I veterans to a day that honors all veterans of all conflicts in which the United States has been engaged.
Well, the Veterans Day is a very special day, and Karen Myers, the work that you get involved with, and also congratulations on assisting the female vets.
And if there are women veterans or friends of women veterans who want to know more about the organization, there is a very good website. It's www.graceafterfire.org.
Graceafterfire.org. Karen Myers, thank you for joining us on New Orleans Morning News.